Nothing is going to come easy, guys. There's someone who right now is really struggling to study. They don't even take a break out of their books. They will graduate with papers. Papers full in a file full of papers, certificates. They will celebrate the day of graduation. You will be celebrating and throwing that, a cape and trying to tell people how you have succeeded, taking nice photos and putting them on social media. People are going to tell you congratulations. But then when you come outside here, you realize that, wait, it's not as I thought it was. It was not just those papers that were going to make you get what you have been looking for. You see, when you're doing things, when you're trying so hard and you're feeling like other people are progressing, yet you're not progressing, do not question yourself why you're not progressing. Question yourself what you're not doing right. Sometimes we do not get it because we think we are doing what is right, but maybe we are not doing what is right. Sometimes we don't get it because we are going for what we are not capable of. You see, you're just from the university, you've just graduated, no experience. And especially, I speak to ladies mostly, and you know that my coaching mostly is targeting women. You're a young lady who just graduated from the university, and you come outside here. And now, instead of focusing on how you can get a job and start your life, you're focusing on how can I drive a Mercedes Benz? How can I wake up every morning in that 7th floor or 25th floor apartment? When your head goes there, you know very well that the people you graduated with cannot afford this. What do you go for? You go for the mubabas, as they are called in my country. You go for that sugar daddy, that old man that is almost the age of your father, because you're looking for a comfort that you cannot afford. And the people who are supposed to be dating you cannot also afford that. But because social media is showing you something, the social media is showing you those socialites living a life. As I was starting this video, I said that last week I was meeting, one of makeup artists in Bahrain. She's a Kenyan. And I had a conversation with her, and she surprised me when she was telling me that, you know what? It's not about what we use here. These things, we just rent them and we use them to, do these videos. So people rent bags, Gucci bags. People rent branded clothes, branded shoes. People rent branded glasses. And while you are renting this branded glass or branded bag, you sign a contract that you return it without a scratch. It won't fall down, it won't be dirty, blah blah blah, and you pay for it. Then they clad themselves and they take photos and they put it on social media, and then you are dying for that. Life is never fair, my dear sisters and brothers. Life is not going to be fair because life is going to push you to something you cannot afford, and it's gonna interfere with your health because you will be struggling, you'll be stressed. You'll get into depression, thinking like, I went to school with them. Why can't I have what they're having? They don't have it. They're borrowing it. They're renting it. Look, guys, before you start competing with people, try to be closer to them. Try to know them deeply. Let people tell you their stories. People who you can believe their stories. Let them tell you their stories. You see, like me, I won't lie to you guys. Like for me, if I need a branded cloth, okay, I won't buy it new. I'll buy it used. If I need a branded, I know I cannot afford it. There's a time that I went to I went to Modamol because I used to work there. When I came to Bahrain, I first worked in Modamol for 2 years. And this is a mall that only sells branded commodities or products. So I was just trying to window shop, moving around and seeing those shops, and I wondered. I went to I think it was Emporium Money before they left, and I was trying to check trousers and coats and shirts. To my surprise, I got a trouser, a black trouser, man trouser, which was costing 500 Bahraini dinar. 500 Bahraini dinar is around, if is around 100,000 Kenya shillings, or something about 100,000 Kenya shillings. Just a trouser. And then it's a normal one. When I was trying to touch it, the quality is fine. But then I was asking myself, how do people afford such kind of clothes? Then when you leave while, being driven back home, when you're watching on social media, you are seeing someone, a guy that you are schooling with, cladding on that trouser with the logo Emporia Money. So you will be sitting there wondering, like, 100,000 Kenya shillings. Wow. Okay. Like, are we the only people who don't live a life or what? But you see, when you see me with a branded thing, I didn't buy it new. I bought it at my own reach. I got it that has been used. Maybe I rented it. Like I learned last week that you can rent. And I said, okay, wow. So I need now to give people pressure. If I can rent, I can rent some kind of branded things, then I can give people pressure out there. Ladies are falling victim of this so many times, because ladies like to pose. Click, click, second click. A certain what we call it, an earring, click, and when you look at it very closely, you find out that it's a gold earring, branded, blah blah. So you're wondering how are they making it? Why is it so difficult for me to make what they're making? Guys, people are living a life they wish to live and trying to make it a reality that is the life they live. But in reality, they don't live it. So when you are struggling to live that life that they live, you're going to die. You will die, my people. You'll die of stress. You'll die because sometimes you'll have to sell your body to get it. Okay? They go, they rent it, they take a picture. You don't know that they do rent. So you want it. Because you can't afford it, you find a man, a mubaba somewhere, who is conning people, who is doing some dirty businesses and have got a lot of money to waste. They take you for a shopping and they buy you, and then they take you to a room and they do whatever they can do to you. You lose your dignity. You lose your importance. You lose your value just because you want to pose on a Gucci bag. Yet the people who are posing with it, they are renting. They don't buy it. They don't sleep around with anyone. They rent, they pose. After posing, they take it back to that shop. Guys, life is not going to be kind. But there's only one thing that I want to put across to you. Every time when life is challenging you, find a reason and a way you can challenge it back. Do not force yourself to overcome the pain that life is giving you. Try and find reasons why you should get out of that pain. But do not force yourself to get out.